If a tree falls in the forest and nobody hears it, does it make a sound? That's the famous philosophical question. Well, let me ask you a different question. If I transgress a sin and nobody sees my transgression, is that bad? Well, God says in this week's Parsha, "V'yareta melokecha," you should fear God. And every time it says that phrase, it's in the context of a prohibition that nobody else knows about. Nobody else knows if I dealt immorally with a client or colleague in work. Nobody else knows if I turned a blind eye to an older man and didn't offer him a seat. But God does. V'yareta melokecha, fear God, because ultimately He's watching every step, every thought, every feeling. Sometimes it's difficult to appreciate how can God know everything, but in today's world that we have cameras all over the place. Every step of ours is being recorded no matter where we walk in the streets of the world. So too, God is even greater. He knows, He sees. Now, the same way that it applies in the negative, it also applies in the positive. God knows the good that we do, even if no one else does. He knows our thoughts, He knows our feelings, even if someone else or no one else does. Which is a very comforting and strengthening thought, because sometimes we think to ourselves, only if I accomplish everything am I a good Jew. Or only if I do the mitzvah perfectly am I a good Jew. But God says, no, I read your intentions, I read your feelings. A good intention is as great as a good deed, because God appreciates it. He can see it, He can read it. So let's keep in mind that we're being watched. There's cameras on us. This will hold us back from transgressing, but it will also encourage us to do good, even if no one else is watching. Shabbat Shalom.